Hey everyone, welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be tackling a topic that's been making headlines and sparking heated debates, and that is the Social Security Fairness Act. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future deep dives. You dedicated your life to public service, working as a teacher or firefighter or police officer, you're diligently paying into your pension system. You retire expecting a comfortable nest egg, only to find out that your Social Security benefits are significantly reduced. Sounds unfair, right? Well, that's precisely the situation that millions of Americans faced due to two provisions: the Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, or GPO. And the Social Security Fairness Act, a beacon of hope designed to rectify this perceived injustice. Signed into law earlier this year, this act aims to eliminate WEP and GPO, potentially boosting benefits for nearly 3 million individuals. But as we delve deeper, you'll discover that the road to fairness is rarely straightforward. So let's start by understanding what the Social Security Fairness Act actually does. Simply put, it eliminates WEP and GPO, which were designed to prevent individuals with government pensions from receiving what was considered an excessive amount of Social Security benefits. The argument was that since these individuals didn't pay Social Security taxes on their pension income, they shouldn't receive full benefits based on a formula intended to replace a higher percentage of earnings for lower-income workers. However, critics argued that this system unfairly penalized public servants, many of whom dedicated their lives to serving their communities, often for modest salaries. The new act seeks to address this by ensuring that individuals with government pensions receive their full Social Security benefits regardless of their pension income. Now, you might be thinking, great, problem solved, right? Well, not quite. As of any major policy change, there are complexities and challenges. And in this case, one of the biggest hurdles is implementation. The Social Security Administration, or SSA as it's affectionately known, has a mammoth task ahead, processing millions of claims and adjusting both past and future benefits due to the retroactive nature of the act, which applies the benefits as far back as January 2024. Imagine trying to untangle a giant knot, except this knot is made of millions of individual benefit calculations. It's a logistical puzzle of epic proportions. And to add to the complexity, the SSA hasn't received specific funding to handle this massive undertaking. They're working with existing resources and facing staffing shortages, further slowing down the process. Think of it like trying to build a house with a limited budget and a skeleton crew. It's going to take time. There will inevitably be delays. And those delays have understandably caused frustration among beneficiaries who've been eagerly awaiting their rightful benefits. Imagine being promised a delicious meal, only to be told that the kitchen is backed up and you'll have to wait, who knows how long. It's enough to make anyone's stomach grumble. In fact, let me tell you about Mike Barker, a retired police officer from Ohio. Mike's been patiently waiting for his increased benefits, hoping to use the extra money for some well-deserved travel. But the delays have put his plans on hold, leaving him feeling disappointed and a bit disillusioned. Like Story isn't Edie, thousands of individuals are in similar situations, their hopes and dreams momentarily stalled by bureaucratic hurdles. Now, before we dive into the heart of the debate surrounding the Social Security Fairness Act, let's take a quick step back and examine why WEP and GPO were implemented in the first place. Remember, the original intent was to prevent individuals with government pensions from receiving what was deemed an unfair advantage in Social Security benefits. To illustrate this, let's imagine a hypothetical couple. Monica and Chandler. Monica worked as a chef her entire life, diligently paying into Social Security. Chandler, on the other hand, served as a firefighter, contributing to his government pension system. Let's say they both earned the same monthly income during their working years. Under the old system, with WEP and GPL in place, Monica would receive her full Social Security benefit, while Chandler's benefit would be reduced because of his government pension. The rationale was that Chandler's pension already provided him with a level of financial security comparable to Monica's Social Security benefit. However, proponents of the Social Security Fairness Act argued that this system failed to recognize the unique challenges faced by public servants. They pointed out that many public service jobs come with lower salaries compared to private sector positions, and the reduced Social Security benefits, exacerbated this disparity. They argued that WEP and GPO effectively punished individuals for choosing careers dedicated to serving the public good. The Social Security Fairness Act aimed to level the playing field, ensuring that all workers, regardless of their chosen profession, receive fair and equitable treatment under the Social Security system. Now, despite its noble intentions, the Social Security Fairness Act hasn't escaped controversy. Some critics argue that while the act might address one perceived unfairness, it creates another. They contend that eliminating WEP and GPO does proportionately benefit individuals with government pensions, potentially giving them an advantage over those who work in the private sector and solely relied on Social Security for their retirement income. For instance, let's revisit our hypothetical couple, Monica and Chandler. With the elimination of GPO, Chandler could now potentially receive a spousal benefit based on Monica's Social Security earnings, even though he already has his government pension. This could significantly boost their combined retirement income, potentially exceeding what a couple solely reliant on Social Security would receive. Critics argue that this creates an uneven playing field, rewarding those with government pensions while leaving others behind. They also raise concerns about the long-term financial stability of the Social Security system. Eliminating WEP and GPO could lead to increased payouts, potentially straining the system's already limited resources. These concerns highlight the complex and often contentious nature of Social Security reform. Striking a balance between fairness, equity, and fiscal responsibility is a delicate dance, and any change is bound to generate debate and differing viewpoints. So where do we go from here? The Social Security Fairness Act is now law, and its implementation is underway, albeit with some bumps along the way. The SSA is working diligently to process claims and adjust benefits, but the sheer volume of work and limited resources presents significant challenges. Beneficiaries like Mike Barker eagerly await their increased benefits, hoping for a little more financial breathing room in their retirement years. Meanwhile, the debate over the fairness and long-term impact of the Act continues. Will it truly achieve its goal of creating a more equitable Social Security system, or will it inadvertently lead to new challenges and disparities? Only time will tell. But here's what's certain. The Social Security Fairness Act represents a significant shift in how we view and value public service. It acknowledges the contributions of those who dedicated their careers to serving our communities and seeks to assure they receive fair treatment within the Social Security system. Whether or not the Act achieves its intended goals remains to be seen, but it has undoubtedly sparked a vital conversation about fairness, equity, and the future of Social Security. Now, before we wrap up our deep dive, let's circle back to some practical advice for those who might be affected by this Social Security Fairness Act. If you're a current or future beneficiary who worked at a job covered by a government pension, it's crucial to stay informed about the implementation process and how it might affect your benefits. The SSA has set up a dedicated webpage with information and updates on the Social Security Fairness Act. You can also check your claim status online through your My Social Security account. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact the SSA directly. They're there to help navigate this complex process. All right, folks, that brings us to the heart of the matter of the ongoing debate and the lingering questions surrounding this Social Security Fairness Act. As with any major policy change, there are valid arguments on both sides. Some argue that eliminating WEP and GPO is a necessary step, towards fairness, ensuring that public servants aren't penalized for their career choice. Others worry about unintended consequences, such as creating disparities between those with government pensions and those without, and potentially straining the Social Security system's long-term solvency. It's a complex issue with no easy answer, but that's what makes it so fascinating, right? It forces us to grapple with fundamental questions about fairness, equity, and the role of government in providing for its citizens. And ultimately, that's what the Deep Dive is all about: exploring complex issues, presenting different perspectives, and empowering you, our listeners, to form your own informed opinions. So what are your thoughts on the Social Security Fairness Act? You think it's a step in the right direction, or does it raise more questions than it answers? Head over to our social media pages and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the topics that matter most. We're here to break down complex issues, spark meaningful conversations, and keep you informed. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.